All right, so it looks like oil has plummeted more than 8% as commodities are battered. This is kind of like it's a good news, bad news situation is what ends up happening because whenever the oil goes down, the market goes down, and whenever oil goes up or commodities, the market goes up. So it's a direct relationship between commodities, currency, and the Dow. I mean, to me, that's the way I see it. Sure enough, commodities plummet, so does the market. So that's kind of where we're at. So the Fed's sort of it's a rock between a hard place. Classic case. Um, oh man, I just had some fish from catfish from a place called Chicken Express. Oh man, it was good. It got it. There's none left. But anyways, oil plunged more than 8% on Thursday, heading for the third biggest daily drop in dollar terms on record, as concerns about economic growth and monetary tightening spurred a sell-off in commodities. You see what it said there about monetary tightening? Basically, inflation, printing. The more they inflate, the more they print, the more people are going to go into oil, and the more it's going to cost more to get gas. If they think the Fed's going to, reverse policy and tighten monetary policy or inflation, chances are, oil will start to go down, the Dow will start to come down, the mainstream, excuse me, the mainstream is will start to worry about deflation. So that's just the way it works. It's a kind of a mess right now, but it did get below $100 a barrel. So it's good news for us. For human beings, this is actually good news. But for the Federal Reservists, the mainstreamists, it's actually bad news, and this may cause them. See, they're scared to death because they want to keep the inflation. They want to keep the inflated home values, the inflated price of gas, because they fear the alternative, which is deflation, which is prices coming down. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes because I did a video on this saying that for this year, I did a prediction for the year 2011 saying that I thought we would see a run up in the stock market and maybe even unemployment dropping a little bit or staying the same, unless the Dow dropped, of course. So it's all, well, what I mean is it's a run up in the stock market was what I was predicting based on the Federal Reserve's easy money policy, loose or policy. So, and it looks like that's hold. Now, one caveat I gave is if the Fed tightens monetary policy, then of course you're going to have the stock market pull back. So we've reached a situation where it's like we can't spur real growth without the Fed right now. It's just there's no easy way out of this. It's a mess. Um, it's actually not a mess. It's just the way it is. It's reality. There's no way around it. So it looks like commodities in general fell. But I don't know if this is going to be long term. It may just be a temporary thing. As the Fed, the working group steps in probably at some point, or they come out with QE 4, 5, and 6. Is it QE 3 next? I forgot. I lost track. I think it's QE 3 that's actually next. But so it'll be interesting to see what happens. I don't know if this is going to be a long term thing. Like I said, I don't really feel that that impending collapse sensation. Because it just feels to me like the Fed has chosen their path, and it's inflation. So chances are they're going to come out in the next few days and calm the markets by saying we're going to continue policy. So, and when they say that, what that means is oil will probably eventually go right back up. I hope it doesn't. I hope the Fed would change policy, but it's not going to be a good thing either way, because I do think there is an inherent risk with when you go the deflationary route. Yes, the prices of things come down, but that will cause other problems. I'm not living in la la land either on that end. But in general, lower prices are better than this inflationary track, which has no end. And you will have probably more joblessness if you get the deflationary spiral. But you gotta choose one. You gotta choose something. We try to run this economy like God, and we're failing at it.